Hello everybody, welcome back to Feed the Beast. We are using the Direwolf 1.7 pack, and I made one change to it actually now, and then we'll get into what's going on over here. I've added the... Let's take a look in here. Right there, Tinker Steelworks. This was in Agrarian Skies, and I really liked it. It adds... couple new blocks. It adds a bunch of these scorch blocks in the high oven controller and the high oven itself, which allows you to smelt down various things into steel and some other materials. So I really like that, and I wanted to add that back in. So we've added that now, since it is updated to 1.7.10. I think that's the only change we've made to the mod pack. Other than that, I guess we can get into what's going on here. This is a representation of the style that we're going to be using. This is what I put over the mine shaft, which I have started to dig out a little bit more. Eventually this whole thing's going to go down to bedrock, and I'm either going to use was it from open blocks, the elevators, these things? Elevator from, yeah, open blocks. So these are the ones that you just shift or jump to go up or down. Either use that, or there's another one I think from Ender.io that's a little bit different, kind of a teleporter. I think it has a longer range. So we might use that here, I'm not sure. One of the two. But this is the general style that we're going to be going with. I like these factory blocks if you turn them into the rusty metal plates. This is the plastic blocks, but these are all carpenter's blocks with them. So that we can get that kind of shape there. And then... steel frame glass from the chisel mod, and it all comes together pretty nice. It has that kind of industrial bunker feel that I was hoping to get this time around. But today's plan is that we're going to be working over here and setting up the tree farm and some kind of basic power system just to get us started here. Obviously, the tree farm part is going to be up here. Can you hear that? This thing has a sound now? Oh, that's neat. The aqueous accumulator has a sound now. I didn't even notice that. If you can't hear, it's kind of like a bubbling... No, that's not where it comes from. Neat. Okay. Learned something new. So that is what we're going to be doing. The furnaces are going to be over here. We're going to put some basic engines up here for now. Obviously, the planter and the harvester are going to go here. Ender.io does come with a farming block, but you have to keep replacing the tools in it, so it makes a little more sense, I think, just to go with MFR for now, to set this up. And I think I've got most of what we're going to need already in here. Let me just get rid of some stuff from my inventory. Alright, so to begin with, I guess we'll put the planter and the harvester in place. So the harvester is going to go right here in the middle. And then the planter, and of course, I just got rid of all my additional... No, I need the grass. Something else, we'll use the dirt. All my additional blocks. So the harvester is going to go right here. Right there. And now we're going to get some glowstone. And just put that around... Oh, not there. Put it around here so I can get rid of these torches. There we go. Oh, and that one. And then, to cover up that pit, we're going to use carpenter's blocks and caress blocks. While I was playing around in creative, I discovered that if you put the if you put a grass block onto a carpenter's block, you can still plant and grow a sapling on it, which is really cool. It allows us to cover that in, and it means that we can kind of keep the the theme underground here, because we can put another block kind of as a cover on the bottom of these now, without having to use up a whole second block space. What do we need now? I guess we will put down the pipes. So we'll get item conduit, energy conduit, and fluid conduit. Now, I'm using the pressurized fluid conduit from Ender.io. Well, they're all from Ender.io, but I'm using the pressurized fluid conduit, which is fused quartz, and to get that, you have to cook up nether quartz in a smeltery, or an alloy smelter. And the reason I'm using these ones rather than... Oh, I already had it up. Rather than... Where is it here? Just a regular fluid conduit. If you push shift when you're over it here, it said fluid flow respects gravity, which means it could end up working not in the way that we want it to. But with these ones, it pumps it where we want it to go rather than... It seems to have a hard time pumping, you know, up and down and that kind of thing. But with pressurized ones, it'll actually flow to a location upwards, which is what we need it to do. But for now, let's do this. Let's get the item duct. This is what's going to bring all of our saplings and everything along. And we'll bring it up like that. Now we also need one going to the harvester. And I'm putting it back into the wall here so we can put some covering on it. And now, let's get the furnaces. I made 7 of them. Oh, come on. There we go. And we'll put them like that. And reset all of these. Actually, I should figure out what we needed to do. Okay, so we're gonna have the what do we call it? The wood coming along the back, right? And then the charcoal could come out that way, I guess. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll have the charcoal come out that way. Or do we just want to go to straight to... Or do we want to have it... We can either have it come out the top or we can have it come out the same pipe. I'm not sure. Where are we going to put the engines? I guess we'll have the engines. We'll have 7 engines right there. And then the power will come out the top. From those at the bottom. But I'd also like a container just to catch excess charcoal. And I think I have barrels. I do. Let's put barrels. Let's put a barrel there. We'll have... Yeah, that'll work. We'll have all the charcoal come out the same way to there. And then, so these will all accept from the back and output on the top. So, accept on the back, output top. Oh, except that one can't. No, they're all putting out through the back. Everything goes through the back. We can still do that, right? I thought you could still do that. Maybe not. Maybe it has to be 2 different ways. Okay, well we can change that then. Okay, let's get rid of this. Oh. Can we get rid of these with the... Yeah, there we go. That's what we want. A lot easier to use a wrench. There we go. Okay, and that one can come back. Okay, so they will bring the wood in that way. Come on. No, that's not what I want. There we go. Ah! Okay, put the aqueous accumulator back. There we go. Okay. Bring it in through the bottom. Put it out there. That one's right. There we go. Okay. So, then we need to put the item ducts this way to pick up the charcoal. And we'll have them input it all into the barrel. And then from the barrel, we'll have it go like this. There we go. Okay. Now, we need that. That's all right. These are all extracting. But we need to edit them all. If we can. There we go. Turn off the redstone signal. There we go. And we need to get down around. And edit these ones. If we can. Come on. There we go. So these have to be insert. There we go. Okay, so it inserts it all through the bottom, outputs all through the top, or the back. Then it all goes into here, which is now insert. That one is extract, and this one needs to be round robin. Does it automatically, and then that'll be where all the engines are. Okay, that is all working properly. That all looks good. This one is extract. Redstone off, and that is also going to be round robin because I wanted to distribute it evenly to all of the furnaces. This guy is input, and that will take the saplings. Now we need to set it up. To do that, let's get some saplings. I think we're going to use spruce trees in 1.7. If I can find them. There they are. In 1.7, spruce trees can grow into 2x2 trees, which means we can use them like jungle trees. I have some jungle trees, but we may as well use the spruce just for variety. There we go. Usually use jungle. Why not try spruce? So this needs to be all like that. And this... Whoa! That could have been catastrophic. Placed it instead of editing that thing, which is... I need to get this thing anyway, the basic item filter. So the basic item filter is a hopper surrounded by paper. And if we go over to this and get in here again, we can put a basic item filter right there, and it lets us set the whitelist. So this is going to take saplings. That should be fine. And then we're going to actually go back over here. And we're going to set this to priority 1. So this will be the first place saplings go, given the choice. And then these are going to be fine. All the things we're only going to be getting saplings and logs out of it. So if the logs can't go there, they're going to head over here. And that should be fine. The saplings will always go there if they can fit. Actually, you know what? Let's set this priority 2. because I also have a trash can, which I'm going to set up over here, because why not? There we go. Now we need to just edit that to be insert. And we'll put another one in there. Put another sapling in there. Set this to priority 1. Okay, so by default, saplings will come from the harvester and go into their first choice and into the trash can second choice. So they should never find their way over to the furnaces, ideally. Only the wood should come over here, and the wood's going to get, or the charcoal will get extracted and go into here. This thing, we'll put it into the engines, which I don't think I've made yet. Well, dynamos. We're going to be using steam dynamos. What am I missing? Copper is what I needed. Did I get that copper? Got a lot of copper. Hopefully that's enough. Now for the dynamo, we're going to need 2 copper gears each. I need 6 more of them. So that means I need 12 of these. There we go, 12 copper gears. I think we got enough to make these. Then I need transmission coils, which is silver, which I have there, and I should have redstone. Nope. There we go. Let's just transform all of that. There we go. And no piston. Interesting. Okay, so transmission coils, copper gears, redstone, and then copper gives us steam dynamos, 6 of them. The reason we're only going with 6 is because we also have this one right here. So we'll take that one. And they're not stacking because they have some additional power in that one of them. Okay, so now we need, or do we already have it? We have it. Okay, energy conduit. So we're going to put that right there. So when we put the dynamos down, they should all just connect to it. Like so. Now, here's the neat thing about Ender IO. This is something I really like. So if we put that guy there... Oh no, there's a pipe in the way. Except now it'll connect. And so we can put that there. And we can run both pipes through the same block the whole length. There we go. Now if we get down below it here, if we can. There we go. We'll bring the power down there and just run it all the way back. Oh. There we go. And over this way. Boom. Okay, so everything should be powered. I don't think this matters at all what we set it to. I don't think we even can edit that. Oh no, we can. In, out. That's fine. Okay. So the steam dynamos are set up. We need to edit all of these to be inserts. Come on. There we go. Okay, so the charcoal should get automatically pulled out of there and inserted in all of those round robin. That should work. And we need to get the water up to the dynamos now, too. So we use the pressurized fluid conduit. And we'll bring it up from there. Okay. And there. Oh, it's got water in it, so now it's not going to connect. Okay. No, leave that. There we go. So I need to get that guy back. There we go. That one doesn't... Why isn't that going to break? Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe it doesn't matter. We'll just leave that like that for now. Yeah, that seems to be working fine. We'll just reconnect it to the aqueous accumulator at the bottom again. So bring the water up there, and then we're going to bring it in. All the sides. Can I get that guy back? Yeah, that guy came back. Why didn't the other one? Okay, and then, boom, there we go. Now it's got water everywhere. These are filling up. A little bit slowly, but they're filling up. That should be more than enough water power to keep them going, though. Okay, so let's test this out a little bit. Do I have charcoal? I do. Let's dump some of this stuff out of my inventory. Actually, I need the saplings. Okay. So let's see if it will distribute charcoal properly. So if I put it in there, and then edit this guy, if I can get an angle on it, there we go. Oh, it should be taking it out. Does it have a problem extracting from a barrel from the top? It appears to be having a problem. There we go. Okay, so maybe we can't use a barrel. That should be fine if we get rid of the barrel and put a chest there. Which I thought I saw one. Before I make a second one. There's one. Okay. We'll put a chest there and we can upgrade it later. You can't get as much as you would in a barrel, I guess, but it should work fine. There we go. What's connecting over here? Oh, no, that should be connecting. Okay, that's fine. So that is still set properly. So if I put that in there, there we go. Now it's taking it out. These guys are turning on, outputting power. These are starting to get power. These are already full of power. So if I put some saplings in there, there they go. They're getting planted. We need to get some upgrades. We need some iron upgrades, though. And an iron upgrade. Or was it... Do we need iron or do we need something more? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need a 5 block upgrade. I think that's bronze. Yes. How do we make bronze again? Three copper, 1 tin to make bronze. Let's make a bunch, I guess. Copper. 3 copper. 1 tin. Makes bronze. I don't have any bronze, right? I don't think I do. Nope. Okay. So we'll let that do its thing there for a sec. What else do we need to do over here? Is there any final things that we need to do? We've set up all the items. We've set up all of the power distribution, which appears to be working. In fact, everything is now full of power. I think we're pretty much good to go. Eventually I'm going to replace all of this with concrete once I can afford to do so, like I've done over here. If you look in here, all the floor in here is concrete. I want to do that. That's the flooring I want to use through the whole thing if I can, so that'll be all through the hallway here. Eventually I'll get a roof on this. I think what we're going to have to maybe do, and I might do this off screen, I don't know, because we just set up a tree farm. I don't know if I'm going to do another tree farm on camera. But I might set up another smaller one just for rubber trees. And maybe I'll set it up as a plastic factory, and that's what we can do on camera, because I'm going to need a whole lot of plastic to continue doing roofs and walls like that. Yeah. Once we get some serious serious need for power going, all of down here will just be furnaces. It'll just be 2 rows of furnaces, maybe 3. Maybe 4, I guess we could put in there. Or no, we can't, because we can't extract it that way. Right. Well, we'll have at least 2 rows of furnaces. And then up here on the 3rd floor will be another setup like we had in the last series, where we just have a battery of engines. As many as we can fit in there, basically. And that might be a little bit easier now that we can run water and fuel through the same pipe. Or through the same space. I tried setting it up so that it'd go through the front. Like we would have the water coming in on this side, but I don't think that works. You know what, let's just test that. Can we put the water in through the front? So if I get rid of that, and then go there. Oh, it won't connect. It won't connect because it has water in it. And now... oh, there we go. Oh, crap. So now that won't connect to that. How do we do this, then? What am I doing here? That's right. That's... nope, nope. What's going on? No, okay, there. I want the water to connect. Crap. Things went terribly wrong here. Okay, let's get... let's get the pipe disconnected. Now the water should drain. I need to figure that out, how we connect water pipes that aren't already connected. The water should eventually dissipate into these things, right? Theoretically. What is it doing? Oh my god. No, I don't want to change the item. Now the item was disconnected. Okay, so I am going to have to fix this, and when I do, when we get back, we will finish up setting this thing up and testing it out. So I will be... I'm just going to take this whole thing down. I will be right back. Okay, pro tip. See how these don't... that's not connecting? And then we put one there, and those ones connect because there's nothing in them. And then we can put those there, and there... oh. What's going on there? That was a mistake. There we go. Get those ones back. So we can put it there and there. Now that one's not connecting because I have to hit it with a wrench. Oh, if I can get to it. Boom. Oh, something blew up. Boom. There we go. They're all connected. Why did that happen? Also, why is that item duct not connecting? There we go. Why did that happen? Because I was a bat, and if you are a bat, your hitbox aiming is all way off. So that is how you connect it. If there are two that won't connect next to each other, you can hit them with a wrench and it'll connect. And if you're a bat, turn back into a regular player because that's not going to work. That explosion was probably a creeper plant. I don't know where it is. But Pneumatic Craft adds creeper plants, which explode and spread seeds all over the place. That was probably what that was. There's one over there. So it's probably, there's another one over here somewhere, I'm sure. Anyway. Freaks you out sometimes. Random explosions. Our bronze should be ready. I think that's all that's in here. No, there was iron. Now there's bronze too. We needed 6. And there it is. So to make the bronze upgrade now, we also need gold nuggets, raw plastic, and redstone. Do I have raw plastic? Would you believe that I do not? Which is an oversight. Let's get some of that going then. That'll only take a second. In the meantime, okay, so we need gold, nuggets. We're only making 2 of these. Redstone, the bronze, and then it's just the raw plastic. There we go. We only need 6, so as soon as these 3 furnaces finish up, we should have everything that we need. There we go. Actually, I didn't really need those on the hotbar, did I? Although I wonder if you can do this. Can we just hit the thing with it? No. Okay, so bronze. And bronze. There we go. Planted the rest of them in the row it should. This guy should start getting harvested any second now. Right? Harvester. And then eventually we can also suck the what do you call it? What's this stuff called? Sludge out of there too. Very nice. Looks like we've got a few more saplings planted from that. And looks like all of these are burning up their spruce wood. And all of these guys are getting charcoal. Awesome. I'm going to put the rest of the charcoal I have in there. Perfect. Okay, so this all seems to be working. We're getting some power output. What I'm probably going to do is change the power line that's coming off the back of them on the other side there. Because right now I'm using just the basic, I have in my inventory right here, energy conduit. It says max output 640 RF per tick, which is 640 divided by 80 is 8. So that 8 engines, or 8 dynamos is what you can have coming off of that. 8, where does it say what this thing's outputting? Oh, it's only doing 8 RF per tick? Maximum power 80. Okay, so we have to really upgrade these then. It looks like thermal expansion added a whole bunch of upgrade systems. So let's just look augmentation. There we go. So there's all these different things that we can add that it'll use more fuel to produce, different amounts of energy, or it'll produce it faster. So that would be higher output, and so on. And they're not exactly cheap to make. This one requires silver, copper. Actually, that one's pretty cheap to make. That's the second level of that. Third one requires, this is for, what does it do? Minus 15% base fuel energy. Doubles the energy produced and doubles the energy consumed. So that would just be kind of a double thing, and that's quadrupling. This is times 8. But for this one, we need silver, but we also need cryothium dust. I haven't even seen a blizz. I guess we could use that method of redstone onto a snowball to get blizz powder, but I'm sure there's blizz around. Anyway, this will work for now, and then maybe I'll put some upgrades into there, and we'll see how much power we can get out of this without going too crazy. But at the moment, it seems to be putting out enough power to run this as it stands. I don't know how it's going to do once we get a whole bunch of trees in here. I think that's doing fine, right? That's planting saplings. They're not going to the trash can. Yeah. Any new saplings? Well, these ones are definitely new. They weren't there before. So it is getting them. I'm just getting a little bit worried that some of them are going to the trash can before they get out here. I'm going to pick all these up myself and plant them in such a way that we're going to get a big tree. There we go. There we go. Nice. Can we get one more? No? No. Okay, so we got 2 big ones, though. We should get several saplings out of this. Let's see where they get planted. Once it finally does its thing. I would have guessed we would have gotten more than 4 saplings out of that, but I guess that is what we got. Okay, so as you can see, I got a whole bunch of trees here. I figured out what was wrong. I was having a lot of problems trying to get the saplings to go over here. And I think it was because this was set to round robin. As well as, I think I may have screwed up the priorities on these things. So I've changed this. This is now priority 0. This one up here is priority 1. If I can get it. And so all the saplings are going there. None of them are going into the trash can. I turned round robin off on that, and now there's a chest in the way. So the only place that wood can go, because those 2 are only accepting saplings, is right there. And the problem was some of the saplings were going there. Some of the saplings were ending up over in the furnaces. I was getting a lot of witch's ash, or whatever it's called. Wood ash from witchery. But it seems to be a problem solved now. These things are full of power. We've actually got so much charcoal in here that this thing is now backed up. This thing is backed up, so I'm not actually chopping trees anymore. As you can see, I've done a little bit of work on this just while I was waiting around trying to make sure that everything ran. So this is kind of how it's going to end up looking. We're going to have the plastic ceiling, some of the rusty metal girders going around like that. I think it's going to come out looking pretty good once we get it going. We ended up I think these things produce more wood than the jungle trees do. I don't recall the jungle trees growing this thick. They might have, but I don't remember if they did or not. But, yeah, we got an awful lot of wood there. What I've got going on here, I think I might just leave this as is, and this just can be kind of the secondary power supply. And then we'll get the charcoal going up to this floor, which I may or may not do on camera, just because it's fairly simple. I need to get a whole lot more materials to make a lot more steam dynamos anyway. So this might be good enough for the moment. Next episode, I think what we're going to do is get to work on a mob spawner, or at least not a mob spawner, but a mob essence collection system. Because I was looking on Reddit and somebody posted a really neat idea that I want to do. So I think I'm going to look into that. And I don't know where I'm going to put it. Maybe, well, no, that's not enough room. Well, it could be. I don't really want to intersect with this area. Eerie biome. There appears to be a zombie spawner under this. I thought they only had wisps. It does spawn wisps, but it also seems to be spawning zombies from time to time. I don't know, we might have to figure out a way to deal with that. Anyway, I'll take a look at what we're going to be doing next episode. Probably something to do with mob spawning, mob essence. And I will see you then. Take care.